What was the Sunday night? Oh, A-Rod being A-Rod. 9 toes and all. I know Brady getting all the hype for the MVP, and he's had a great season, but A-Rod might need to be more in that conversation. Boo, 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 boo. Jerry, hey, we getting some great comments already. We'll see y'all on the other side, man. Yo.
What's good?
Hold on, let me turn these boys down. They don't hear talking about, man. We back, man. I'm just thinking, man, when I'm hearing the elevator music, when I'm hearing the beat come in, I know it's about to drop. We going into about to finish up week 14, man. We still waiting for these 16, man.
Yeah, you can keep waiting. You gonna keep waiting. We don't do this shit for free. You know what I'm saying?
Keep the people waiting, man. You
Hey.
on your Donda shit, I see.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we make good music out here. You know, the people ask Rihanna for her music. You know what I'm saying? We don't do this for free, man.
Shout out Rihanna, Billy, her country's hero as well.
Yeah.
But December 13th, already a couple of weeks, 12 days away from Christmas. Sheesh. December 13th coming off. We got Monday, Overreaction Monday, another one. We got a good game tonight too.
2021 flew by, bro.
Flew by. A lot of people, though, when I say that to people, some people like, man, I don't know, 2021 was long. Ain't go by fast enough. But for me, it seemed like flew by. Got up out of here.
Nah, no doubt.
But how was your weekend, man?
Good weekend, man. You know, daddy daycare. Wifey was out of town. So, you know, holding down the crib with the 3 little ones. Very eventful, but it was a good weekend, though. Good weekend.
I know that was eventful. Same for me, man. Good weekend. Good football. Obviously, good time with this weekend so far, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But let's jump into our step. I thought it was 1 o'clock slate was all right. Late game slate was good. Been a blowout. Started off as a good game with Chicago and Green Bay, but
yeah, I would say my 1 o'clock. I think I was down to that Carolina Atlanta game. I want to say the 4 o'clock slot. Cincy fumbled it for me. It was a decent day.
You had Cincy too?
Yeah, I had Cincy.
Yeah, I mean, I went with your guy. I went with Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
This week against one of my guys, Jimmy G. And when all the chips on the table, Jimmy G, man.
Again, you know, Jimmy G played well. Burrow played.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's it's that's why we always talk about the. It was tough. Burrow now, man. Two back-to-back losses, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. Good Sunday though. Good football, man. I like to see it. Good football. Tough matchups. You know when big time players, man, they got to come up big in big time games,
Yeah.
man, in big time moments, man. So I'm loving it, man. I'm loving to see. I think we can talk on this show today. It's a number of players that we kind of talk about that's playing some really, really, really good ball right now. We just talking about individually. Individually, we're not talking about teams. I'm just talking about individually some guys that's playing some real good ball right now. So,
Well, sure.
I
Who
like,
you want to start out with? Because it's a lot. You know, I got some guys I can start with.
man, sure. I mean, obviously, you're gonna talk about Jay Herbo. I want to talk about something on that too. I kind of texted to you yesterday, and you was hitting me with all these
Man.
crying emojis or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna talk about that. We don't want to make it. We don't want to make it a long, drawn out discussion. But I just want to revert back to some of the shit that you be saying, and I get it, but
yeah.
but Jay
you
Herbo,
know what? When you said that, you know, but we'll get to it. That was a good point that was made. Good point that was made. But
we'll touch on
what
that.
game we want to get to, man? Big game yesterday, NFC East.
Let's start right here. Let's start right here. I think you had the Cowboys here. I had the Washington football team. I went with the Washington football team because they were playing. They were playing really good ball. You know, they're playing with a lot of confidence. I felt as though they found their formula to win, where they could run the ball. You know how they remember his mistakes, and then the defense. The defense was playing well. They came out slow. Dallas jumped on them quick. You know, defense was rolling, making plays. Everybody was making plays. Randy Gregory, Micah Parsons, like everybody on the defense seemed like they were getting into the fun. But Washington football team, they ended up making it a game. They had a chance to go down and win. But obviously, you know, who was that? The quarterback came in. Allen came in. Kyle Allen came in and fumbled the bag. But let's talk about it, man. You know, you talk about Parsons, man, where he should be in the conversation. He should be at the top of the conversation of defensive
favorite at this point.
Yeah, not only rookie of the year, but defensive player of the year. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, man. So that's why I went with, and if you'd have read my article over at pff.com, you know that comes out every Sunday morning. Y'all go check that out. pff.com. I put out my 4 best bets. Last 2 weeks I'm 4-0. But this one, with this Cowboys Washington football team matchup, obviously the owner came out first, kind of called out the offense, you know, the quarterback, the receivers, the timing, all that stuff. So you knew they would respond there. Big Mike McCarthy came out, guaranteed the dub. That's something you usually don't see in the NFL. Coaches don't come out and give bulletin board material to the opponent, but they did, and the team backed it up and responded. And this defensive front for the Cowboys, man, they're getting healthy. You know, obviously, Demarcus Lawrence coming back, Randy Gregory, and then you got Micah Parsons, who you just spoke about, but he's been lights out all year, not only rushing the passer, but playing off the ball linebacker. And that's why I went with him. And I know the football team, they have been, stacking wins, but they had just been beating people up, like on the line of scrimmage, just running the ball down and throw to close out games. Heineke was efficient on the money downs. And I just felt like if this was a game where the Cowboys offense went up a couple scores, this defensive front got after the quarterback, Washington football team won't be able to catch up. So it ended up playing out. You know, sometimes it do, sometimes it don't, but it definitely ended up playing out well for me this week. But this was a good game, I thought, for the Cowboys. Still didn't finish it, like you said. It was what, 24-0 or 18-0?
Yeah.
And they came back and made it.
They came back and made
the game. So,
like I said, could have won it on that last drive. You know what I mean? Got a pick six, and then it was able to stop. I think they stopped them, made the Dallas Cowboys punt, and they could have drove down. But definitely a good game. As a lot of the NFC East matchups are very tough battles. But I go ahead.
Something that happened in this game, and I know you played a long time, so you probably don't experience everything. Cowboys obviously coming from Dallas, coming from their dome stadium. They go watch the football team DC outside this time of the year.
Yeah.
The visitor side bench, the hot benches, the heated benches were not working. So the Cowboys brought their own. Have you ever been in a game in a stadium somewhere cold and the other teams, shit ain't functioning properly. You ever been in that situation?
I have, and I mean, hey, that's home field advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do whatever you can to get the visiting team off their mark just a little bit. But it goes back to what I said. There was probably a hot take, and you said it was soft. You had them domes, man. You ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? You get them domes out there. You get you a roof, get you a window. Hey, look, man, we want everybody to be at their best, man. Let the best team win. But I have
Yeah, I
been
mean,
a
yeah,
part of that.
adjusted. Dallas adjusted and overcame the circumstances. It wasn't like it was out there in a blizzard. It was
Reason,
probably
right?
a little chilly, but it's all about preparation. They prepare for because you don't want to go into a game where you think you're gonna have warm seats or the little heaters on the sideline and you don't. So
Small move.
good on the Cowboys,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Small move by the Dallas Cowboys, man.
But yeah, I'm the last person to win the defensive player of the year as a rookie. I'm not gonna say his name. I want the chat to try to guess that one. I'm gonna revisit this in a little bit.
Man,
But
they
the
about to
last
be
one,
Google, man.
yeah, I know, man. Don't use Google, man. Don't cheat. But Micah Parsons, man, doing some special things. Okay, just the weekly record. All right, so I need the Cardinals to win and cover tonight to get me a 500 against the spread.
Okay,
They
okay.
be above 500. You got the Cardinals tonight as well?
I got the cards.
Okay. But on the week, 11-2 on the money line. I don't know how I got that. 11-2 on the money line, and then 6-7 on the spread. I picked the bum ass Jaguars to cover, the bum ass Raiders to cover. I
Hey,
forgot who else, man. But it'd be like that sometimes, man. No disrespect.
hey,
Respect.
look, your money line look good though. 11-2, man. That money line look real good. I was 9-4 against the money line, 7-6 against the spread. So hopefully, again, like D-Buck said, the cards can come out on top, handle biz, be over 500.
Man. Yeah, man. Let me see these post-Thanksgiving records. We tied against the spread, both 23-19. Thanksgiving break, 28-14 money line. All right.
So we got some of the answers. They hit it. They hit it. They got it. Garrett.
Hey, quick on the Google, man.
Yeah, quick. I told you, Joe.
Quick on the Google, man. But LT, who Micah Parsons has been compared to already by some you hear comparisons. I think we hear him too much, too quick these days. Bryce Young makes some plays. Now he the next A-Rod. Zach Wilson has a good pro day. He's, But Micah Parsons been compared to Lawrence Taylor and Barry Sanders, I've heard already. So those two are the best ever do it. So young boy is off to a great start.
Lawrence Taylor, man, 757 legend, man. Shout out.
Hey, LT was a wild boy too.
Wow, boy, I read that the autobiography in college.
LT.
Man, I read that book in a day, boy. I was living while I read that book every day. I was like, man, LT was getting it in.
He wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it in today's day and age. He
not
wouldn't
at
have made
all.
it. He
Not
would
at
have been
all.
kicked out of the league. They would have had to kick him out of the league. But yeah,
Man.
wild boy. I didn't know 757 legend. What
Yeah,
up?
you know now.
UNC. Yeah, definitely know now. But yeah, he's a GOAT, man. What game you want to get to?
Hey, let's get to the Chargers.
Special, man. Herbo, hey, he continues to make history, man. Yesterday, threw for his 30th touchdown. Only quarterback in NFL history to come out the gates their first two seasons back-to-back 30 touchdowns. Threw 31 as a rookie. That tweet, that nugget came from Phil Yates' Twitter account. But I mean, the young kid is special, man. He's special.
Yeah.
Giants, this point in the season, especially, you play bad teams, you play teams that you are significantly better than, you should come out and handle business, and now you make it close. And that's what this game is. Chase Daniels came in and got some burn, and Ryan Clark said it best. Chase Daniels coming into the game over the last decade means one thing: it's a blowout. It's ugly, and He's got a bag for a long time in the league, and I love to see it.
Yeah, I
Legend.
do too. I mean,
Got
and again, it kind of goes to a conversation that we had, and it was a poll we put up there, and I'm pretty sure our listeners remember this, where D Butt said it's harder to be a backup than to be a starter in this league. Both are tough. Both are tough. So I text D Butt, I say, there's no way in hell Chase Daniels' job is harder than Jay Herbo. I don't care what you say. I don't care, like, if he doesn't know that he's getting in, no time of the day, no day of the week is Chase Daniels' job harder than Jay Herbo. And that's just one example.
I mean, quarterback is different.
Give me excuse. Give me excuse. Go ahead.
Quarterback is different now because
Go ahead.
every
Give me
other,
excuse. All right.
damn near every other position. I was speaking more so along somebody who is
Okay.
playing special teams.
Playing
Maybe he's a
special
linebacker.
teams,
That hey, he's called up.
right.
Now he's gonna be playing or starting, get reps. You start, come in, you go out. That's tougher. Rhythm. Quarterback.
Okay.
You playing or you not playing. You come like it's different. It's different. Chase Daniels making $35 million plus in his career and not having 10 touchdown passes lets you know how difficult it is to find those guys.
It is, and we say that all the time. Where everybody want to be so quick to get rid of a quarterback, it's tough. It's tough in this league. But again, D-Buck, no excuses, no explanations, baby. Van Albright.
Hey, I agree.
Hey, you know
once
what it
again,
is, baby.
Like you always say, the great thing about this show is we can agree to disagree.
Yes, we can, man. That's why I love it. That's why I love it.
But it ain't too many people starting backing up rookie vets that's doing what this young kid out there with the long blonde hair is doing in LA, man. He's special, man. I know you saw that throw.
Yeah. He
65 on the money, getting hit. I
He
mean, a
got
lot of
hit.
people saying throw of the year. A lot of people saying throw of the year, but honestly, from this season, I can find 5 more throws from him that rivals that one. But special young player to watch, man. They got a big win against the Giants. Giants are struggling, man. Your old squad, like what's up with them, man? Giants and the Jets, honestly, but they both stinking up in the same stadium. What you think is next? What you think is the fix for the Giants?
So honestly, right now, man, I think you got to blow that thing up. I think you got some key pieces that you can build around.
Starting the week off crazy. You say you gotta do what to what now?
You gotta grow up, bro. I'm married with 3 kids, man. I don't be on that childish shit. But hey, look, like I said, man, I think they do have some key components, especially on the defensive side. I feel as though the Giants have some guys that they can build around. On the offensive side of the ball, man, I think it's tough. I think year in and year out, they keep saying the same thing. Offensive line. So they gotta
there too.
Say it again.
I'm saying they done made some investments there too recently.
They have, but the investment's not really panning out right now. And the quarterback situation with DJ, you got to figure that out. Saquon, he got his bag right now. I know you kind of mentioned it probably a year ago what you would do in that situation. So right now, man, and even the coach, he's not really moving that meter right now. So if it was me, man, and I was an owner, I would have to come to the realization that I might have to do some things on the roster, and whoever that next coach is, if we do bring in another coach, I got to be real with the situation. Be like, look, I got to give this guy some time to build and get back to the winning culture. When you had Eli, when you had Strahan, you had those type of guys where that culture shift it's going to take longer than 2 years.
That's a fact. People, and you talked about it earlier with the quarterbacks. People don't have that type of patience anymore. And I mean, the Joe Judge thing, we've seen this time and time again with kind of Belichick disciples, and he's had people's question marks and how he's running the organizations, things people may not agree with. I don't like how they have spent their money to build this. Honestly, a bunch of money to Galladay, he's a great player, but I'm not pouring that type of money in a receiver. You overpaid Adore, in my opinion, which I love cats getting paid, which overpaid there. Take Saquon 2 overall, great player, but taking a running back 2 overall, man, it's just they've done a lot of things, and they would have been all right if they had a quarterback if they hit on Daniel Jones, and he can kind of cover up and mask a lot of these issues, but that has been an issue here either. So I think somebody got to come in, get a fresh start, and try to turn this thing around, man. And start obviously with quarterback, maybe even a new GM, new coach, new quarterback. Just start from scratch and see what you got, man, because that's a prideful organization. Been around for a long time. You're in the biggest media market in the world. The only thing that's working out good for them is the Jets. They over there, they get even more. So they probably taking some of that attention off of them. But if you're a Giants fan, man, and I follow a lot of Giants alum on Twitter, and they not happy with it either, man. So I think you got to start from scratch.
But again, whoever got to be patient.
You got to be patient, and you got to invest wisely, man.
Yeah,
you got to. Yeah. That's gonna come back and hurt you every time. What else we got? But speaking of teams that need to start from scratch,
your guy.
Who's your my guy?
Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer.
I told y'all about old Herb a long time ago, man. His ass should have stayed on TV, man. Shad Khan went and got him. I feel like from the jump, since he signed, it's been nothing but issues coming out of Jacksonville, and he's been at the center of them. You can be patient with bad football or bad this or bad that, but everything else that he's adding to it, I think Shad Khan just got to wash his hands of it and move on at this point, man.
I was going to ask you that. Is Urban Meyer, will he be back next year as the Jaguars head coach?
I would say no. I would say he doesn't. I mean, body language and perception, all those things, man.
Mentally, he out of there.
Exactly. All that stuff, man. That speaks volumes. And when you are the face, you're the face of an organization. You're the face of a franchise. And if that's even the post game handshake, the press conference, all of it, man. And then you can just imagine. You got the leaks. You can imagine what's going on behind closed doors. You get into a Marvin Jones. We both know Marvin Jones been around the league forever. It's something you never. Come on, man. It's been all bad. Trevor Lawrence, I think you got to, even for him, that's the quarterback you took number 1 overall. You're going to build around him. Get somebody in there that's going to do a better job of leading him and leading his locker room. I think my personal opinion is that he won't be there next year. What you think?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Everything that you said, you kind of you hit it on the head. That as your leader, as a guy that's leading your team, leading your franchise, man, the things that's been coming out. That he's been, like you said, the center of. You can't have that. At the end of the day, your troops gonna follow the leader. So at the end, if the players was doing some of the things or that he was doing, they'd be out of there. No question. So
yeah.
So again, man, I think he'll be out of there. I think mentally, man, you can kind of see it. Like you say, his manner, his body language. He seems like he's already
checked out
on vacation and thinking about, I hope they fire me so I can think about my next move, man. So and even the reports coming out, like what he's how he's talking to his coaches, you know what I mean? Like, hey, y'all, I'm a winner. Y'all, let me see our resumes. You know what I mean? Like you can't build a culture around shit like that. So I definitely think he'll be out of there next year.
Yeah, were you on how did you feel about this hire when it happened? I forgot.
I didn't feel any type of way. Like, I didn't think it was a blockbuster hire where he was gonna come in. I knew it was gonna be some struggles just with just the Jacksonville Jaguar organization, where they were at, the type of players that they need to bring in. So I wasn't excited about it. But again, I was like, hey, if he come in here and do his thing, sure, happy for him. But I knew you was on. I knew you was like, it was a bad hire from the jump.
Yeah, man. I mean, because you see his track record, what he's done, how he even left the last few places in college, and he had it sweet in college. You recruit kids, you keep recruiting, you keep on. He's obviously shown that he's a competent coach when it comes to the X's and O's. Everywhere he's been successful in that regard. But when you get to the big boy league and you're dealing with professionals that's making a lot of money, like it's a completely different dynamic. And I just didn't see him fitting in with that dynamic at all. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
But like, it may come out that it was a I wouldn't be surprised at all that it was a mutual
agreement,
parting away. Yeah.
Because
whew.
got ugly. So look, hey, you can't go out there, run on catch logos and talking ish, and then when it's time to play ball, man, have a showing like this. And what you had the Raiders covering on this one?
Yeah. This was I did.
Yeah,
I did.
And again, man, this is one of the teams I was worried about midway through.
Early on, I remember that.
And it's not looking good for the Raiders, man. It's not looking good.
Now, obviously this is big no excuses, no explanation show. Raiders have dealt with a lot, a ton, off the field and in that locker room, tragedies, obviously what happened with the coach. But they've even after that, they won a couple games and then have struggled since, man. It's been tough on them. And for Raiders fans, man, I know it was so promising coming in this year. So it's tough to look. They may be looking at, obviously, you're going to have to go find a head coach. But, Mike Mayer, you're probably going to look at his resume after the season.
Mike Mayer. I ain't gonna put that on my guy.
Yeah, I rocks with Mike Mayer. I rocks with it.
I ain't gonna put that on my guy, but real is real. We can keep it a buck on this show.
Real is real, and we know it's a results oriented business. At the end of the day, that's still Al Davis's franchise. Just win, baby, and that's the standard out there. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say they're gonna look. He's out the door at the end, but they're gonna take a hard look at the resume. But 48-9, like you said, the logo shit. I don't even know what that. I've never done no shit like that. Like, it's just like, what's the point of it? You know what I mean?
And that's my thing. I'm like, it's not high school anymore. It's not college. I was saying college. You playing against a rival, whatever. You trying to get it. But hey, look, man, we grown men. Like we got to strap it up sooner or later. Like,
yeah,
and then, like I said, 48-9, 48-9, man.
That's.
Let me ask you about Kansas City. I was one thinking that Kansas City might be ugly for Kansas City at one point in the season, but right now defense is playing a whole lot better. You're looking at the offense putting up points like we've grown accustomed to seeing them do. Where do you have Kansas City in the AFC? I know we both had them top 3 teams, but you're looking at Kansas City. You're looking at the Patriots. Who else is at the top right now? AFC. I know I had the Bills with shit. They 7-6 right now. Not looking good.
Struggling.
Not looking real good. New England, Tennessee, Kansas City. Yeah,
so I mean, Kansas City, that defense started off atrocious. They were on a historic pace as far as giving up yards and points, but they turned it around. Moved Chris Jones inside. Even that trade for Melvin Ingram coming over from the Steelers, he's been playing great. They turned around on defense, and then the offense, if they could get hot, which it's Mahomes, Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, and still have those weapons, they get hot at any point. That's the quarterback I trust most in the AFC at this point of the year. So I would have them up top. You know what I mean? And whoever has, I can't see the other team I have up there with them is New England, and I just can't see a game or scenario where I know you're a big team guy, bet on the team, but I can't see Mac Jones, especially going out to Arrowhead and beating Patrick Mahomes, but not even at Gillette. So I got the Chiefs. They're the most dangerous in AFC right now, man.
I'm with you, but Bill Belichick is known to carve up a good defense and take out and make you play left-handed. Yeah. And even though we probably would like Patrick Mahomes playing left-handed, but but I'm with you. But hey, don't count them Patriots out, man. They playing some good ball. They playing some good ball.
They got that 1 seed, so they got it right now. This is usually when they play their best ball. Mac Jones, he can continue to get better. It's gonna be an outdoors game. It's gonna be late in January if they play in the playoffs. I just go with 15 over there in red. But the league let them keep stacking those ugly wins when they weren't playing well. That's why I couldn't write them off, because we know how hard it is just to win ball games in the league. So regardless of how pretty or ugly it is, they were stacking W's. Good teams, bad teams, they were just stacking them. And now if they get hot, they get going. They already got that championship, kind of pedigree in them on both sides of the ball. So you can't at least I don't underestimate that at all.
No,
damn, Raiders, 48-9?
48-9. Shout out Marley Ball in here, man. Where you been at, Mo?
Marley Marl, we got to get that cook. Hey, we need the cook meter on deck tonight with Stafford out there matching up against Kyle in the game.
Hey.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let me stab out. Let me take a break.
Go ahead and take a break, man. Y'all put some questions in the chat, man. While my guy D Buck go do his thing. My damn computer about to die. I need to charge up. So what's good, man? How y'all? Hopefully y'all week starting off good this Monday morning. I got y'all, a little meditation this morning. Got y'all, tea, coffee, whatever y'all do. Got you a good stretch, good workout, good sweat. Start this week off right. Man. Who else? What else we got? I'm gonna tap into something. Denzel Ward becoming a top corner. Denzel Ward's been balling. Just got to stay consistent. Keep it consistent. And that's one thing about Cleveland, man. I think they got a decent formula. I don't think they have a quarterback that would, take the game in his hands and beat you. But with the two running backs that they have and the defense that they have, you never know. Super Bowl prediction. Man, I'm out the NFC, man. I think it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be between Tampa Bay and Green Bay. AFC right now, I'll go with KC. We can have a rematch, but I'm gonna go Green Bay. I just Tampa Bay secondary right now is just a little iffy to me right now. So I'll go Green Bay, Kansas City. AB, man, if I could take one teammate to a bar fight, who am I taking? Probably Justin Smith. Old, strong ass. Kevin, AB, you and Darius came from illustrious programs practicing against Peyton and Tom Brady. What it's like getting into a game versus an inferior quarterback. It's fun. Obviously, going against Peyton every day in practice, you kind of see the best of the best. See the best throws, the timing, getting your offense out of bad plays into the correct plays. So when you go against a quarterback who after watching film, either one can't make certain throws. If they get into the rest, they're gonna go to this one particular player. They're gonna stare down quarterbacks. Like that's the type of stuff that I used to love in the post where going against Peyton, he's gonna look you off, so you can't go for that first. If he looks over, you can't automatically break. But some quarterbacks, hey, when you watch a film, if they look this way, they're going that way. So go ahead and get ready, get on your horses. So when you play against an inferior quarterback and when you're going against the elite every day, it makes it that much easier.
Agreed, 1,000%.
Sure, I'll be right back. I can go with my charger real quick.
All right. Hell, y'all in here talking about? We got, man. Let me see. Oh man, yeah. Someone just commented about that tornado. Man, that's some scary stuff, man. Thoughts and prayers definitely go out to all affected in those areas of Kentucky. I mean, I saw the drone footage from that. That was absolutely crazy, some scary stuff, man. Come on, man. I grab a couple of these questions till AB get back. No, this one was for AB, former ooh, former teammate to a barfer. I go with Vince Wilfork. Yeah, Big V. I go with Big V. He probably, yeah, he could probably take on about a good 9 or 10 regular humans easily. I've seen Vince Wilfork, Richard Seymour, and Albert Hainsworth. And Albert Hainsworth used to turn it on when he wanted to. But I was teammates with all those guys. And those were the three guys who would make grown NFL men, 300-pound plus linemen look like, I mean, like not even like toys. Like, so give me any one of those three. Man.
I got I already know this answer. Is it harder to tackle Barry Sanders or Derrick Henry?
I would say Barry. I ain't never played against Barry, but
you neither. I hated this shifty. I know when I'm
low to the ground too.
Yeah, I know when I'm gonna get out of Derrick Henry. He gonna try to run me over a stiff arm.
Yeah, and I mean them them taller running backs. I would prefer those guys every day of the week.
Yeah,
that stiff you chop them legs. But Barry, I had a coach in high school. My coach in high school, Calvin Jackson. God rest his soul. He passed earlier this year. He told me Barry was shaking the dude in front of him. He played for the Dolphins. He said he shook him like 12 yards behind him. Oh shit. Woo!
Oh man.
Barry was different, man. 10 years. 10 years all pro. 10 years in the league. 10 years he made an all pro team. Average 1,500 plus a season. Average.
And he was a long time the only main weapon on that offense.
Yeah.
So you're looking at eight man in the box every week, every play.
That Barry shit was completely different.
Different. Have you played against a player as dynamic as Barry?
Oh, as dynamic.
Now I know you've played against like some great offensive players, but when Barry got the ball, it was a possibility that he could score or he would make a 10-yard run look like.
I mean, I would say Randy Moss. Randy Moss was, at any point in the game, you can have 2 people on them, 3 people in great position. Everybody could do everything right, and it was just that guy is just going to do something that nobody else in the field could do. So I would say Randy, he would be as dynamic as a weapon that we've ever seen. And I think he's probably it's rare air up there. Barry, Randy. It's only a couple guys that we name first name basis, but I say Randy, if anybody. Yeah, Randy Moss. But I didn't even get young early 2000s Randy, so that shit was probably totally different. But what about you?
And I agree with you. Randy was different. And maybe I'm just thinking where, as Barry, he was going to carry the ball, say at least 20 times a game, right? So versus with Randy, he might get 5 targets a game on average, 6-7 targets a game. I'm trying to think, like you had
that shit could be 4 catches,
150 yards,
3 times. Exactly. Yeah. That Dallas Cowboys Thanksgiving stat sheet. But I definitely feel you, though. I feel you.
I seen somebody in here. G.I. Joe said LaDainian. LaDainian was different.
Prime LT.
Prime LT out there in San Diego was different. Like, I would say running back wise, I think that would be the. I would say when I was playing, that would be the closest. Like, it was some dogs at running backs, but just the way LT was shifty, bro. He was fast and strong.
Pass game too.
Pass game, like he was different. He was different. Somebody said Devin Hester. I think Devin Hester in the return game by far the best. I think he should get that gold jacket. What he was doing in the return game. Reggie Bush, college Reggie Bush,
college
Reggie Bush, no question. In the league, it wasn't the same.
Bro, I saw LT stat yesterday. I think Eckler scored maybe 15 to 15. It was like Eckler just scored his 15th touchdown. I saw it on Twitter. He only needs 16 more to get LT's record. I said, yo, this dude scored 30 touchdowns. See that LT shit.
It was crazy.
That's top shelf too.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
That's top shelf. AB and his AB Julio just didn't get in the zone enough.
AB, I know.
Some guy, Megatron.
I know you see CJ2A in sleep. Nah, that was. I mean, CJ2K was that problem, but
it's a lot. It's a lot of. You see some shit out there.
Yeah.
See some shit out there, man. What? Let me see. Who was dynamic? Yes. Let me find the game.
Who was dynamic?
What game had we talked? I mean, this Aaron Rodgers guy. That shit. What? Like him throwing the football? That's art, man. Like it's art. That shit is timeless. It's like watching MJ shooting a jumper. It's just. I mean, second favorite thrower of the ball right now. Right now, Marino is still. That's 1A for me, just watching the guy throw the ball. That was my favorite quarterback as a youngin. But A-Rod, that close. Because this dude, it's like he throws the ball with the anticipation of what the receiver is going to do. So it's not only that I'm going to get the receiver the ball, but I'm going to get it to you in a manner where you can catch it and make the proper move.
But the defender has no chance of getting the ball. That's an impressive thing. That's an impressive thing. Like
the defender, and they think they do though. They always think like and it's like I mean, and then he has the patience to like the route that Devontae ran, that slant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know why you leave him. I know Jalen Johnson was having a good game, but you don't leave 17 one-on-one down. Like that's you giving him a slant fade option. So he ran the fade basically, ran the slant, and A-Rod just waited and just.
And
different.
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know if people really realize like he's doing this with a fractured toe, right? So a fractured pinky toe. Like in your mind, you like, man, that ain't nothing, right?
I think it's left one too. So if you're throwing, that's your
plant. That's your plant. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine stumping your toe on the edge of the bed, right? Stumping your toe on the edge of the bed. And you got to go out there and run around in the cold in Lambeau. Like, you know what I mean? That's a factor too. I don't know if people really thinking about like a fractured toe.
You break that pinky toe. Just imagine you go outside and you go play pickup basketball after that outside.
It's cold.
What? Hey man,
what
he's doing right now?
And somebody asked, my Super Bowl prediction, and I was like, I might have to put Green Bay over Tampa Bay right now, just because of, I would say, just because of the set, like Tampa Bay secondary, kind of scares me sometimes.
Yeah,
I like what Green Bay, I like what they're doing over there right now. I wouldn't be surprised, I won't kill you if you say Tampa Bay, granted. But I like what Green Bay is doing over there.
I get Tampa. You know what? Wherever this game is played, if they play in the playoffs, wherever this game is played, that's the team I'm going with. If you take Tampa up to Lambeau, I don't think they come out with a win again. And if Green Bay go down there to Tampa, with how well Tampa's played at home since the Super Bowl, I don't think they go down there and beat Brady down there. So I think it's going to really come down to where this game is played, honestly. But these teams, I mean, the Packers defense, love them. Their cornerback position, which was one of their weak points. They're missing one of the top 3-5 corners in the league, Alexander. And you got the rookie, Stokes, been balling this year. Balling. Rasul Douglas came over there. I believe I saw something that said he's on his 6th team in 5 years.
Pick 6, baby.
Pick 6 back-to-back weeks, balling. And they've had a lot of injuries, so if they get healthy, I mean, it's a scary team. Scary ball club, man.
So
scary ball club.
They still own them Bears.
Still own the Bears. So you had the Packers covering this one?
Yeah. I think I did.
I had the Bears covering.
I think I did.
And I went with the Packers out the gate, and I switched it. See, damn it, Tone.
You gotta blame somebody.
I told you, Tone. You gotta save me from myself. You gotta be like that coach sometimes. Like, hey, deep butt. Chill.
Hey, you gotta put the blame on somebody, baby. Another good game. Bills at Tampa. Bills at the Bucs.
The Bills against the spread on this one. They fought back. Made it interesting. Which way you went on this one?
I went with the Bucs. I'm trying to think if I went with the who I went the spread. Oh yeah, I went Bucs across the board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good money then. Shout out to Pyramid. Got an opportunity late in the game, took advantage of it, cribbed it. Bucs, they had the equipment guy in place for this was Brady's 700th TD pass.
700
regular season and postseason combined. 700, bro. Dude, 44 years old and is the betting favorite to win the MVP.
And it seems like he has a good, would you say? I would say at least 3 years. Yeah, at least 3 years. You out there in Tampa Bay with the good weather, you know what I'm saying? Like
great for the joints.
You got a coach that understands, so he's not going, wear you down. If you need 2 vet days, guess what he's gonna give you? Might give you 3.
I was about to say, might give you 3, might give you extra.
Might give you 3. You know what I'm saying?
Might give you 3. But Brady, that's the thing about Brady. He ain't taking them days. Like, cause the dude, like, and a lot of people, you look at a lot of Brady haters. I know we got some for sure.
Yeah, I know.
And, they out there, which, all the great ones gonna have haters. But the stuff, the shit that this dude doing, man, it's 44. Man, it's impressive. It's impressive. And the way he practices, the way he plays. AB, we were talking about Peyton earlier. Same way with Brady, man. Like that practice, every practice was like the Super Bowl. Like it was like a playoff game, a 2-minute drive with the game on the line. Like that's how practice was attacked. And that's not like that everywhere. It's not. You can fake that, you can try to, but that every day. And I'm sure 18 was the same way. A lot of the great ones are wired that way. But what he's doing at this age, and Tampa Bay's done a great job of setting him up too with his weapons and but it's impressive to see, man.
No, it is. It is. You can hate him, man, but you gotta respect it. You gotta respect him. If you love the game of ball, man, you gotta respect that guy, man. So,
Got to, man. Tone. I thought AB thought the Lions gonna get on the run here. Thought they was gonna.
Hey, I did not. I just asked a question. Could they get 2 in a row? And I said what last week before they got that dub that they would get one.
Yeah.
But I knew I wouldn't be on that side with them, and I'm gonna stand on that.
Yeah, and I'm sure Tone, he's standing behind his Lions, but 28-point loss at Denver, Mile High, 38-10 they lost. Obviously, it was bigger than the game this weekend for the Broncos, honoring DT, Demaryius Thomas. They played great, man. Had a lot of Peyton went out there as well. They had a nice video tribute for him. They had the 88 logo on the field. Justin Simmons, after making another phenomenal interception. That's another player. You talked about a lot of individual players that doing some great things this season. He'd be another one. But they definitely represented and held it down for DT. And the Lions, man, poor Lions, it had to be them. It was ugly.
Yeah. What's I know we say this, we ask this question all the time. Like, what's up with the Lions, yo? Like, what is? I know we joke, maybe we're not even joking about it as far as like do right by Calvin Johnson, and you might get some good oil coming into that building, that organization. But what do they need to do? Like, why? Maybe we can bring Tone in just for a few minutes. Like, why are they so bad? Well, it was a stretch there where Coach Caldwell had them, getting to that point.
10 win. What do you got? 10 wins, and they got them up out of there.
Why they?
And then a lot of their players went on to be successful in other places too.
Right? Like, why are they so bad? Like,
we gotta bring Tone in, man. And Tone got to give a shout out to his daughter. Had a special accomplishment.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Our resident Detroit Lions expert.
Wearing my Lions hat still. I don't know why, but
yeah, man. How long you been a fan? First of all,
honestly, I was just talking to my brother about this. I was born in 1983. In 1989, I believe it was. My dad's military. We lived with my grandparents. My grandfather, big Lions fan. Obviously, he got to see like the good years where they won world championships and stuff. So my first like Lions memory is I remember we were in the playoffs. I think we were playing like the Redskins. It snowed. Me and my brother went out and shoveled lions into the yard. And ever since then, I was just a diehard Lions fan. Every week, getting disappointed.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think it'll take for your Lions to become, a respectable organization in the league?
I honestly don't know. My only guess would be, everyone says sell the team. Maybe a new owner would come in with some energy. I don't know. It's tough. I actually was listening to Matthew Stafford's wife has a podcast, and like they were talking about the Detroit game, and it seems like everybody who plays in Detroit loves the city, but just the organization just can't seem to get it right. Calvin John's curse is real for sure. We should have never got rid of Caldwell. That's for sure. We just make poor decision after poor decision, and then players go. We cut Rashad Perriman in the preseason. Like he just scored a touchdown for Tampa Bay, and I think our number one receiver is like the 4th round pick from this year. Like, what are we doing? We're trying to lose, I think.
Yeah.
I think that.
I'm gonna pray for you, Tone.
Just bad pray for you, man. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they moved the team either, to be honest with you. I mean, I love Michigan. I'm from Michigan, but maybe a change of scenery could help. I don't know.
Something, man. But let us know what happened with your daughter.
So I got 2 daughters playing basketball. One of them's playing at the high school level. One of them's killing it at the middle school level. She's getting ready to go to high school. That younger one, she went to this. I guess it's called it Elite as Earned. It's a camp. They had some. I think it was like 4 or 5 girls that were in the top 30 of the actual like recruiting class for juniors and seniors, and a couple other girls down the line that will be in that. And she got spotlighted on Twitter today with a little highlight video and stuff. So she had a pretty good camp, and it was her first major camp, which is really cool.
Nice.
She was wearing I remember when she went, she was wearing she got 410, and I texted AB. I was like, hey, and he said, bet on herself, and I told her that, and she went out and she did her best, and she had some good moments, and they got them on video. So and she's even improved since then. It was like a month and a half ago. So it's crazy. She just scored like 15 last game, and she's got a game today. So she's pumped to just keep going. She's out there working,
What's up, man? I love to see it. Tell her keep grinding, man.
Yeah, she's out there. It's hard to, probably like you guys as football players, like as kids, you probably had a football in your hand or basketball in your hand or, whatever. She lives with that thing in her hand, so it's, she loves it. It's, now I just got to get her, I might have to get her, the one thing she needs to work on, and it's one thing they got from the camp was she needs to work on her footwork. So I might need to like get a Zoom class with one of you two helping her back pedal and stuff like that. Since that's
I got you. AB footwork. So he got that. That Kendrick Perkins footwork on the block. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you, cuz. But appreciate you, man. Proud dad moment there.
Heck yeah, man. Thanks, you guys.
Let's get to the rest of these games. How many? We got about 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes.
Run through the rest of them joints. I think
that
we
shit
both picked
noted
this
though. Hey, don't think you just said that shit and I ain't picked that up. Just know that shit noted.
Oh yeah, I ain't tripping.
All right, that's what it is.
You know.
All right.
If I catch you in traffic, you.
Well, all right. That's a bet. I'm gonna make a trip down there. all the clips you be, I ain't, you know what I'm saying. I'm respect to your game, but all your clips that you
I only play what they put in front of me, boss.
I understand that.
You know what I mean?
That. But everybody I see you that's guarding you in them clips got semen in their shoes, man. I can't.
It look like that. I know I make it look like that. Everybody that guard Devontae Adams look like they got semen in their shoes too. Something like that. Leaving me one-on-one is something like, you know what I mean? But
hey, so we got Seattle at Houston, man. Seattle, you know,
Mr.
Came out with a dub, 33-13 out there in Houston, man. Houston. Hey, you know what? You know what we need to create? You know how Charles, Kenny, and Shaq and Ernie, they on TNT, they got the joint gone fishing. Hey, we need to create our own little joke. I know Houston, boy, they packed up. They got the mover schedule, and they got them
Airbnb is booked.
Hey, vacations is booked.
Booked. 2. We got 2 lined up at this point. Because it's been a long season, baby.
We got 3. We got Houston, we got Detroit, and we got Jacksonville.
Houston, Detroit, Jacksonville, Jets. Giants. Yeah, it's a lot of about 10 of them is about packed up right now. Carolina Panthers might be on. They might be the next ones packing their Toomey luggage.
And I had Carolina, man. They could have had two INTs early in the game. Early in the game. I feel as though that could have, transferred over to some points. Carolina, man, they got a lot of questions to answer over there. What are they going to do?
Like you said, a lot of questions. And a lot of the Carolina, I got a lot of Carolina people, media and stuff like that, because I played there. I still see on Twitter, and it's getting loud on that Matt Rule. A lot of people not feeling Matt Rule, another guy who came from college. I thought he was doing some good things early. I thought he was building something over there. Invested heavily on defense, which looked like it was paying dividends, especially early this year. If you don't have a quarterback, you don't have a chance. And they got issues there. Fired the offensive coordinator. C-Mac hasn't really been healthy for the last couple of years. Your best player. It's another team you gotta look at and be like, well, what's next?
Hey,
where we going?
Yeah, I'm out here. I'm watching the news. I see it. It's rough out here, man. It's rough.
I had the Falcons in this one though. Falcons end up winning. Falcons end up covering one of only, I think, 2 dogs to even cover the damn spread. So they got it done.
Saints, we knew what this was going to be about.
Yeah, Saints, not much to even say here and talk about here. Zach Wilson did have a terrible day though. He took another huge step back. I think he was like 19 for 40 or something like that for like 200 yards. Just an ugly game.
Zach Wilson, take this advice. Start packing up. Get you a nice 2-week vacation. No film, no football, nothing. Just go relax. Because, man, my young boy taking
man, just keep learning, man. Keep taking baby steps. Every step, every day, Zach Wilson, keep fighting. Get to this offseason healthy. Go ahead, unplug, and then, get back. But I like Robert Saleh. I like this hiring.
Yeah.
We're gonna see where it goes. Big media market once again. The team is stunk for a long time. You ain't gonna turn around overnight. But he went drafted the quarterback number 2, so the pressure is on. But the Saints won this game 30-9 for those that can't see. Jacksonville, Tennessee. Division map. We talked about this one. 20-0 Tennessee. Which game did we not get to? Did we get to this game?
We talked about it briefly, but we
Yeah.
didn't bring up, San Fran, Jimmy G got it done in overtime. Bengals, 2 in a row. 2 in a row.
Two in a row.
What they can do.
Turn around, Bengals. Close division.
The
Colts, by the way, Colts had a bye week this week, but it was a great bye week for them.
Yeah.
They moved up to 6th place now in the playoff race. If the playoffs were to start today, they would be in the 6th spot. So
I like to see it.
I think they was like in the hunt, maybe the 10th spot before this weekend. So
Ravens,
the table is set.
Yeah, Ravens and Browns. Hit that Ravens and Browns game.
Bum. Ravens Browns.
Man, Ravens took another tough one, divisional game. Lamar out with an ankle injury.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? How you feel about the Ravens moving forward, and also the Browns? Definitely a big win for them.
Don't feel good about either one, honestly. The Browns, they start off hot, pick the Browns to win this game and cover the spread. I felt great about it early. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a check in the win. But Lamar gets hurt, and Hundley still comes in and brings him all the way back to make this game. So concerned about the Browns going forward. Baker looked a little healthier. Defense looked damn good. Myles Garrett is another person right at the top of that list when you're talking about Defensive Player of the Year. But on the Ravens side, it ain't been looking good for about a month now.
Yeah.
So I don't have a bunch of faith in them. This whole division, really, I'm not really feeling too hot about it at this point in the year. What about you?
Man, like you said it, at one point I thought Cincinnati was going to take over this division. We just talked about them, 2 losses back to back. Pittsburgh, not our usual Pittsburgh Steelers that we're accustomed to seeing, and then Baltimore and Cleveland, man. Just tough. I know hard-fought teams, they're gonna play hard, but you don't know what's gonna happen in this division.
Yep. Right now the Browns they're in the 8th spot, and so they're still in it. Browns are right there in the thick of things, just like a lot of teams are. You got the game tonight, Monday Night Football. Should be a good one, man. Like we said earlier, this will wrap up Week 14, but we got the Arizona Cardinals. They'd be the first team to 11 wins, sitting in favor by 2 at home. We both on the Cardinals side on this one, right?
Yep. Both got the Cards winning, man. That dome is going to be crazy tonight. Monday Night Football.
What is the recipe for the Rams, though, if they could pull out a win on the road?
They have to play well on offense. Matt Stafford and company, they have to put some points up on the board because AZ can. On the defensive side, keep Kyler Murray in that pocket. Make him beat you in the pocket. Don't let him get around there and run around and limit the big plays.
Yeah, and I would say you got to dial a couple up for OBJ. There's going to be a game you need a couple explosives. Pause from OBJ. Stafford got to take care of the ball, man. Seen against good teams, especially, he gives them opportunities. And this Cardinals defense, back in that secondary, they take advantage of those. Them tip balls, somebody coming down with it, you better believe it. So I feel good about this bet to wrap my week up. Should get me to 500 against the spread, which I'll take after this weekend. Let's go AZ. But I'm excited to see a good game. And on Thursday, we got Chargers Chiefs. That's gonna be a good one. Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Might not be a good one, but I get where you coming from. Might not be.
AB still hating on the young goat, man.
Nah. I'm not hating on the young guy. I'm not gonna put the goat behind him, but he's good. He's good. He's gonna be a good one for a long time. But yeah, it might not be a good game.
All right, we'll see. All right, man, we up out of here. We'll see y'all on Thursday, 11 o'clock. Same place, same time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like the stream, share it, do all that stuff, man. Love.
Peace. We out.